天来。绿时分的蝴蝶银钗，羽翼舞起来，铃铛响起来，天来。叮铃铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃群摇摆。叮铃铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃心摇摆。花园中穿行嬉戏，撒娇逗趣俏皮，挽手一路同去。青池边欢水树里，是谁弄丢乐器？唐宫夜宴就要开，月光在宫墙之外落拍，呜嚎叫声催促步伐要快，3000宠爱着一颗装满怀少女们的光彩。团扇轻摆，盈盈体态，随步摇起来，琵琶奏起来，天来。绿时分带蝴蝶银钗，羽翼舞起来，铃铛响起来，天来。叮铃铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃群摇摆。叮铃铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃心摇摆。花园中穿行嬉戏，撒娇逗趣俏皮，挽手一路同去。青池边欢水树里，是谁弄丢乐器？唐宫夜宴就要开，月光在宫墙之外落摆，呜嚎叫声催促步伐要快，3000宠爱着一颗装满怀少女们的光彩。团扇轻摆，盈盈体态，随步摇起来，琵琶奏起来，天来。绿时分带蝴蝶银钗，羽翼舞起来，铃铛响起来，天来。叮铃铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃群摇摆。叮铃铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃叮铃心摇摆。
It's me, hello. What's going on here? Why is that all yellow? Because I'm looking at the religion map, that's right. Welcome back to my attempts at converting the entirety of Europe to some kind of heresy or other. Last session, with the help of the Byzantine Empire and the Empire of Bulgaria, I managed to take Rome off the Holy Roman Empire. And it's...
How many of its 3 properties does it have left? Well, it's not Roman anymore.
No. They're still fairly holy, though they're definitely looking quite... looking fairly Fraticelli in places, and indeed quite a few other heresies. But the emperor is still officially Catholic. And in prison, yes. He no longer controls the Pope, though. The Pope's off in Finland, dealing with the problem that about half the papal states are now heretical. Are now majority heretical. But it is still an empire. I don't think you can really deny that. Like Outremer is fairly big, but the HRE is also quite big. So yes, thus I'm slightly surprised the Holy Roman Emperor is still in prison. So he's imprisoned by a vassal of the Basileus of the Byzantine Empire. Does that mean, I suppose I can't currently go to war with the Holy Roman Empire anyway, because I have a truce with them, and once the current Kaiser has died, then he will no longer be the Kaiser, as well as my no longer having a truce with the Kaiser. Am I no longer having a truce with him, I think, technically. Yeah, anyway, so I do actually have a claim on Köln, which is the two claims on Köln, which is the last of the
Just a county claim, or can you get a
duchy. Got 2 claims on the Duchy of Köln. At least one of them's a strong claim. So I can press that just as soon as I'm not in the middle of a truce with him. But that obviously can't happen yet. He is 73 years old, so he probably won't last very long in prison. But yes, we are now in the situation where we still only have 45% moral authority, because apparently Fraticellis keep losing holy wars. Possibly I need to start winning some holy wars in order to make up for that.
How's the moral authority of Catholicism standing up?
About the same, I think. It looked like. So that I've got 45%. If we take a look at the convenient Holy Roman Emperor, Catholicism has 49.9% at the moment. So, like, I'm a bit dubious about actually starting holy wars against Catholics.
Yeah,
There are a lot of them about.
you could start holy wars against other Christian heresies. What are the Muslim powers like?
I think my problem with the Muslims is I don't border any. Okay, that's actually already our territory. If I select me and then select de jure duchies, then yeah, like we don't. Oh, what de jure duchy are you part of? Can I? No. Oh. No, that's plot to kill. That's not declare war. That's not helpful. Yes. So I think my problem is that my lands don't run up to the eastern edges of the empire for the most part. Well, except in the vicinity of Sistan, but Sistan is still hanging on Cathar. Do I border her? No, I don't think I do. Notable that a largish lump of Sistan, which we got in a previous crusade, has now been taken over by the Pala Empire, who are Hindu. Oh, there's an independent Nubia now, ruled by the Catholic Queen Clotilda. So I think I may not have a... Oh, is that all one? Is that the edge of the duchy there? No, I control that county, don't I? Yes. So... Amusingly, I do have a holy war against him because I've got a claim on his county. But I don't appear to have a holy war against the King of Berbera. So I don't think all Christian heresies are my enemies, my religious enemies, because the Monophysites don't appear to be. Who's that? Are you actually Waldensian? You are. But you're ultimately part of Italia, which is Catholic. So presumably Yes, it's Catholic because the top liege is Catholic. That would be a going to war with Catholics, which is a bit dangerous. So Duke Odo of Gascogne is. Oh, I have no casus belli, but yes, I'm definitely adjacent to something of his because. Oh, well, actually, is that me? I think it is. Yes. So it looks like even other Catholic heresies, I don't get a holy war casus belli because otherwise I'd be able to go up against Duke Odo of Gascogne. So I am rather stuck with either the Muslims, and I don't think I border them anywhere, or the Catholics in terms of holy war targets. I think we've mostly squished the African pagans.
It's then worth nipping a few odd counties in unusual places if you can, so that you get borders with things. And of course, just expanding the number of fraticellums in the world so that you can, both by doing that and by marrying your fraticelli's people out, to gradually get more and more fraticelli, so that going to holy war against Catholics is not so scary.
I think I should send my court chaplain to Rome, just on principle. I don't think my Chancellor needs to be in Rome anymore. No. I think he can be improving diplomatic relations somewhere. No, whoever's in charge of Rome almost certainly loves me. I've just given them a county. Send him to one of my less happy vassals. Okay, I apparently have a spy master, but he's doing nothing. Send him somewhere to study technology. Who can I imprison? A bunch of old dukes, basically. Why does the Count of Acre hate me so much? Oh, he wants the Duchy of Jerusalem. Well, that's nice.
Maybe your Chancellor could cheer him up a bit.
And he is plotting something. What's he plotting? A fabricated claim on the Duchy of Jerusalem. Well, I'm sure that will go well for him. There's basically one external de jure claim we could press, which is against like a king who holds one county. Oh no, sorry, he's got another county out there, Coruña. Yep, he has no count level or higher vassals. So it certainly wouldn't take much to get his get that county off him. Here's an even tinier kingdom. I think that county there is the entire kingdom of Navarra. No, he's Fraticelli. So I'm not going to attack him. He seems to be at war with someone. Who's he at war with? Oh, he's engaged in a holy war for Barcelona. Well, maybe I should help him. I do get a offer to join war button. I mean, if I were to join his war and engage in a de jure one for that county, who has he got on the other side of his war at the moment? He's got a reasonable number. He probably needs some help. 74% against him. No, 72%, sorry, but yeah, lots. So yeah, let's try that and see if it helps while we wait for the Holy Roman Emperor to die. We're going to need rather more troops than that, so we'll pull some in from over here.
Have you declared your war?
Yes. So Ascalon, of the coastal places, Ascalon and Galilee are not significantly pissed off with me at the moment. Damascus, actually. There's Ascalon, anyway. There. None of them's a very big army. I think they're all a bit tired after the war for Rome. Maybe I should also raise Acre. Doubt I can raise much in Rome, and I think we might want to leave it defended. No, I can't currently raise anything in Rome, it looks like. Slightly surprising, but there we go. That's a better number now. Right, that'll probably be enough for now. Anyone else on this coast I can raise, actually. Just for completeness. Right, now I've raised all of my troops that I can raise on the Mediterranean coast. It's probably as good as it gets in some respects. Someone's joined the de jure war on the other side. He's not very scary, mind. There's some raiders about to come ashore. That will be amusing.
You might reconsider their life choices.
Let's make sure we have some good commanders here. Actually, let's stick Jocelyn in the centre. As they're about to come and attack us in the hills, which might not go very well for us. It might be enough. We will be a bit short of morale.
In the garden yesterday, a banner of some kind that I assume she's trying to make a large version of that will actually hold up. Have names of some villages on.
Right.
Campaign or organisation.
Yes, some random person has become Fraticelli. How helpful. Right. That battle seems to be doing all right. Good. Was that actually a battle of any significance, though? No. They were just there. Okay, Bulgaria is dragging me into another war. Yes, I may not pay much attention to that one, though.
You can raise a small army in East and Med and send them on a little walking tour.
Right, my fleets are on their way, though, so I'm reasonably confident we are going to be able to do something useful here. Oh dear, sadly the ally in the Holy War is now at minus 100% war score, and my troops aren't there yet. Right, they will be soon. we will just lose if we go and join that one, because my fleet is still off Finisterre. Actually, we might just about be able to help here. Let's try it and see what happens. Like, we're a bit short of morale having just got off some ships, but there are quite a lot of us. Oh, I'm sorry, did you have an army there? Right. So now the problem is that there's that army, that we're still at minus 100% war score, because there's that army sitting in Alto Aragon, which is mountainous. And like, my 13,000 troops can't shift their 11,000 from the mountains. I think they were briefly thinking about leaving the mountains while that battle was going on. So I can't sensibly get troops here quickly. They surely are just going to declare themselves to one soon. Like, they'll notice they've got a 100% war score, surely. Oh well, let's see what... That's the Navarrese Holy War for Barcelona, I think. Yes. So the Holy War that happened to be going on in an area where I had a claim. Yes, there we go. Lost. Not entirely surprisingly. Sadly, I can't immediately declare a holy war on Barcelona myself. Right, well, let's get on with the war we were actually here for. It shouldn't take very long. Make sure we have a siege leader involved. We do. Have a new Prince Bishop of Kent.
Yes, how's Canterbury coming along? Is it due to be fraternised?
Yes. looks like the Tsarina of Bulgaria is doing all right on her own. I think that's a new Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire, though.
So after this war's over, you might be able to
Elected 1366, 1015, yes.
when this war's over, you might be able to take Köln.
I'm down a commander and don't have any good ones available. I also don't seem to have a high almoner, so let's fix that. Poach probably the Marshal of Baghdad, yes. He and his wife both appear to be Fraticelli already, that's good. So, now... Oh, someone's besieging Porto, or was. Oh dear, there seems to be a slight shortage of supply limit up here. Let's split that army in half. And send half of it to wait out the winter in Navarra. Emily Emanueles Di Spoleto is often playing very daring games with other children. Yeah, let's let her become brave. I'm sure it's good for her.
Pin tail
Only a
on
slight chance she'll drop over a whatnot. Falcon. Fall out of the tree.
by the tiger, she was trying to pin the tail on.
Something like that.
Well, if you want to leave the society, that's fine by me. Kind of. It seems that Aragon not only has one county, only actually controls 2 of the holdings in that county, the rest being part of the Kingdom of Carthaginensis. So it's not entirely surprising they find it difficult to field an adequate army.
From Carthage and don't have enough elephants.
Random friendships not happening. Oh, the supply limit's back up to 19,000. Right, back in there. It's summer now. Right, useful friend events or something.
And Paul didn't easy with Romans in one bit there.
Nibble a bit of stock and I'll have the rest.
I could break it in half. You could try to break it in half.
Right, once we finish this siege, we should then be able to claim that county, disband the army, and then go for an enormous and terrifying war. Oh no, of course, he's still got that territory up there, hasn't he? Off you go.
Nearly.
Bit.
Oh dear, my moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I sleep too little and can't seem to stop worrying. I'm becoming stressed. Stressed is not a nice trait to have. So what's this other war that's going on? Bulgarian war for a claim on Vilnius. Right, okay. So like we could sail round there once we've dealt with this one.
Bounced off Spain. That was very disturbing.
That's nice. We've now settled down to besiege. I could not help but overhear the stable master and a courtier's animated discussion. Something about a horse and a payment due today, but the courtier insisted on paying the stable master later that week. I should interfere. The argument is resolved, apparently. I tried to be as just as I could. They still won't speak to one another. But Beatrix di Spoleto likes me for all the good that does. I think she's married to one of my commanders. Yeah, probably. But raiders have turned up in Kent. And in Navarra. Look, I've just left Navarra.
How old are you?
Oh, fairly 59.
And you're stressed, so what's your succession situation?
I think we have one person who's heir to all the kingdoms, yes.
Someone sensible?
He looks all right. I might have a quick look around and see what the alternatives are, but... I mean, the best other alternative might be my incredibly diplomatic husband, but I suspect no one else will vote for him because he's the wrong religion. So yeah, I think Albrecht is not a bad choice.
So we're asked, what is the orbital symmetric? He doesn't have a clue. And if the answer is exactly. And then we're asked the quotient to say 4 is by it. So it's 0, z, 2, then z. Then we ask it, when you're supposed to go, it's z, he says, it's clearly order 4, but it's got one thing of order 4 and 2 of order 2. I don't know if order 4 that's got one thing of order 4 and 2 of order 2. The C1 has this one, and C1 has this one. What's with you say? And I said, what?
Right, nearly pushed over Akorunya. So we'll need to besiege all the rest, I expect, because we haven't had a battle in this war yet.
I don't think any way that makes any sense.
One of the not very good possible candidates, Uraka, has died. Sadly, thus my granddaughter Terek is somewhere a very long way away and will not be able to be, probably not be usable as an heir. She's also not very good. Aha, we have an offer of peace anyway. Yes, we surrender. Yes, I accept. Right, so... feel I should just go and help out with the war against Lithuania. It shouldn't be too hard. My ally is already winning it. But a bit of assistance won't go amiss. young woman seems to have returned to my court, having been having outlived her husband.
Oh, just such good care. But you get to thinking that, do you?
Don't know who I should marry her to, if anyone. Yeah, leave it for now. See if anyone asks for her. I think one of my commanders just died of depression. How annoying.
Eric, Fresh Commander.
Yes.
She's a precious means.
Well, let's go off to the softer place first. Oh, right, yes, there's a bit of a supply limit problem there. Oh no, there isn't, because my troop's slightly below the supply limit. Emily asks, does Jesus exist?
Next, bottling jam. I think what we bottle is some sort of jam.
So one option is, of course my child, go to play now, which will turn her trusting or maybe humble. Certainly, Emily, let me tell you about matters of the faith, which will turn her zealous or possibly kind. My child, let me explain how things really are, which will turn her cynical or maybe proud.
All of this sounds as if the child will actually believe whatever you say. Have you actually met any children?
Well, sometimes they will.
Yes, sometimes, just not always.
Yeah. The game is better at predicting this than.
That's true. The game does generally seem to be able to predict what the answer will be to questions you're considering asking people.
Let's go for zealous and or possibly kind. Right, she has turned out unsurprisingly zealous. Meanwhile, we are happily besieging things in Lithuania, which should help the Tsarina of Bulgaria with her with the war she invited me into. Someone became a skilled tactician. Some non-aggression pact has been dissolved. And the Tsarina and I are just busy racking up the small amount of additional war score we need. Right, we now have the small amount of additional war score we need. Let's set off home. Oh, my investigations into the rumour of a plot in Esfahan must have alerted someone. Armed thugs are breaking into my room. Because of my high personal combat skill, I might be able to escape with my life. 50% chance I get away, 40% chance I get wounded, 10% chance I die. I did manage to survive the thugs attacking me, but the incident has left me severely wounded. This is a...
Mostly that depresses your personal combat score rather than anything else.
Yes. Right, Tsarina Radka of Bulgaria won her war. I can now send everyone to Kent to go home. No, just to go home. And then we can investigate the Holy Roman Empire.
Still got all your alliances? Any chances of a couple more before you...
Yes, I have my alliances. My little kinsman Antso always has his nose in the scriptures. If I say such a bright little child, then I cease being cynical. Am I cynical? Oh, so I am. Which is good for my intrigue. And he gains 1 learning. Or I can say I will not raise a zealot, and he becomes non-zealous. I think I will not raise a zealot with him. I think cynical is better than not cynical. Now in Esfahan, I mean, I feel I've gathered enough information to gain a leverage. Well, in part, he sent armed thugs to attack me. I'm sure that must be a bad thing in some respect. Inform my liege.
Did you know who sent the thugs?
Well, possibly not. I think those thugs was a result of uncovering a plot, not as a result of discouraging the vassals. The vassal I was discouraging, yes. Right, let us dismiss that lot. And dismiss that lot. Right, we've got, I think we converted one of the bishops in Roma, but not in a helpful way because he immediately got fired.
Well, here's a cannon.
Thank you. Oh dear, I'm becoming ill because an old wound is aggravating and painful.
You've got a strong claim on Köln, so that could be inherited by your...
Well, I don't have a claim at all. 2 of my vassals have claims.
Yeah, okay. The vassals have claims on Köln,
Mine's even more exclusive.
so they're
My husband's just dropped dead.
willing to go away. Oh dear. Chiswick, fresh husband.
And Placentia lacks a guardian.
Did have anything interesting or just, you
No.
know,
Died a natural death, allegedly, at the age of 45.
Well, I mean, with royalty, natural deaths come in a wide variety of forms.
He would be great. He is only 15 years old, though. So actually, could see what whether I can get any interesting packs out of this. I mostly seem to be able to get fairly low-level people, unsurprisingly, really. There isn't a convenient son of an emperor somewhere who wants to marry me. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any good non-aggression pacts out here. So, oh, hang on, there was a king there. King down of Smaland. Right, that's king in the sense of count. Yeah, that doesn't really help. Okay, let us assume therefore that we're actually going for a useful husband. Oh, he looks all right. Chief of Ponte de Lima. 17 martial. Oh no, it's 10 diplomacy, 17 martial, 15 stewardship. Maybe that's not so good. Might be all right. Tryphon, who is 15 years old, but thus will grow up fairly soon, might grow up into something even more useful, is already 13, 15, 10, 2, 6. $18, $12, $8, $1, $9. I mean, we could just go for someone with solid martial skills on the grounds that we always need good commanders. See, the guy at the top of the list with the highest martial looks all right. He's a holy warrior and a brilliant strategist.
He's only warrior, but he's Catholic, not.
Yeah, we can fix that. He's not zealous, so he should be convertible. Is he going to find a crown sometime soon? The last one got a good hat. He's got a rather dull crown. I think I'm already teaching 2 children, so yeah. Just make sure someone's teaching her. She's not a close relative, so she's not very useful. The old wound has finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind after my encounter with thugs as while being the spy master for Outremer. Yeah, we still have a bunch of somewhat annoyed vassals. But, like, I think it may be necessary to simply go ahead and do something. Why have I got truce breaker? Who did I? I didn't actually declare an inappropriate war, did I? Was I a complete stoat and accidentally broke a truce somewhere?
Presumably so.
Yes.
I mean, it's a bit hard to say because you still have a huge amount of prestige.
Well, yes.
Quite large amount of prestige. I mean, I accidentally got truce breaker once when I had like 20,000 prestige or something. So.
Well, he could engage in an enormous war. I've got some money. Let me spend some of it on improving my capital. I can't. My capital is already busy improving itself. And we should hold a feast because that will cheer up our vassals. Apparently I'm holding the feast in Com, somewhere over here. Because that's where I am. There it is. No, please don't murder her. She's got better martial skill than her successor. Yes, we'll pay for the minstrels. Yes, we'll send out our marshal. Let's just continue investigating. Guess I'm not ill anymore. Spend enough on food. Yeah, I don't want my vassals not to turn up for the feast because I want them to like me more, so that they'll give me more troops. Where does Fars have a -34? I definitely don't have any armies raised. No. Welcome to my feast. Duke Alvar spoke up and told everyone how great the food at my feast was. I was really glad someone was kind enough to say something nice about the food, given how hard I would work to ensure that food was the best part of the feast.
Of course, if there are any recalcitrant things left, do you still have? Oh no, you can't give brewery gifts because you don't own.
I'm not the top
you're not the
liege.
liege.
Count Anso cut the throat of one of my servants. Well, imprison Count Anso then. Count Thing of Edessa is trying to usurp my title. Yeah, people keep trying to do that. It never comes to anything. Right, who's that guy in my prison? We have Hildebert here, who is doing nothing useful. No, but he's not the right kind of prisoner, apparently. Ransom the Count for 70 gold. And then consider going to war with Holy Roman Empire. Are all these numbers finally coming down? Yes. I mean, yeah, so our only real thing that's now reducing our levies is some of our vassals being upset.
Chancellor cheering. Which random kid is that?
Well, he's a Di Spoleto, but that's about it. I think I've become friends with him, but that's not very helpful. So probably actually the people we want to, person we most want to cheer up is the Duke of Baghdad. We also do need to land our claimant at some point. Just check we can. Yes, we could make her count as a Porto, which would sort things out. She has a strong and indeed inheritable claim on the Duchy of Köln. Of course, that has lost me one of my commanders, because she was married to him. Right, invite a new plausible commander in. Hochmeister Lambert of the Teutonic Order seeks to kill Vanderman von Falkenberg, sorry. That's nice. Carry on. Okay, yes. If you have a use for one of my courtiers, that's fine by me.
How do you find out about these plots? Is it normal, in any particular way, how you found out? Is this the diligent effort of your spy master?
Yes, I think so. Someone else trying to leave the society. Well, go on, off you go. That's my court chaplain, no longer secretly Catholic. Right. Bishop Jimeno has requested permission to duel his rival. Well,
Isn't he one of the Monty Python Spanish Inquisition? That could be hilarious.
you might think so. Yes, allow it. We'll see if he survives. That's nice.
I mean, the sneaky way to sabotage a duel between bishops is to start each of them off on a different coloured square.
Right. Well, before we lose either of our, have we still got both of our pacts? Yes. I think since there is a danger those will evaporate, I think I should declare war on the Holy Roman Empire and see how badly wrong it goes. He has got 71,000 troops. I've only got 47,000, but we've also got 42,000 troops from the Byzantine Empire at our disposal, or at someone's disposal, and only about 9,500 from the Empire of Bulgaria. You've converted a random courtier to Fraticelliism. Well done, Rodislav. I was kind of hoping you would convert Rome.
The trouble is, your court chaplain is being like Hastings, and what you want is Crowley.
Yes. Right, so claim Köln on behalf of someone who is already a countess. Call in both of my allies. raise everything and try to get them into useful places. Which in the case of that lot means piling them onto ships. Send them all round to there. So we might actually just keep them offshore for a bit. That's everyone in Tyrus, apart from those who should probably come in by sea, which actually is all of them. Those two should go round to there. Those two should head up there as well. That's kind of organised. As well, at least join together those armies that are actually already in the same place. And then see what happens. Oh, my daughter Eliza has died of poor health.
She wasn't where I had put her.
No, she was not particularly good. Bulgaria has joined me, and so has the Byzantine Empire. Right, well, this is going to be exciting then. Looks like the HRE's armies are a little more organised than my allies' ones. The Byzantine Empire is in very grave danger of losing a lot of battles early on. Summoned a bunch of ships to Tyrus. We can thus try to load them all up with armies. Though possibly we actually want to go and stomp through the Byzantine Empire and deal with the Holy Roman Empire armies there first. It's conveniently available. Let's at least move as far as Tortosa.
Good Wikipedia disambiguation. Well, if I looked at the picture, I suppose
It's kind of evil and demonic.
I suppose, yeah, named after a thing that looking at calls
Okay, the Tsarina of Bulgaria is apparently trying to marry one of her sons, maybe? Yes, one of her sons to my niece, Mencia. I don't think that'll get us an additional non-aggression pact, but it seems like a good idea anyway. Oh, no, that might be the reason why we have a non-aggression pact. They were already betrothed. Yes, please do. Do you think that Benedicta di Spoleto, who is apparently heir to the Duchy of Clemesen, which is part of Africa, should marry Anso Emanueles, my friend and heir to the county of... Okay, I'm not sure why he's in my court in the first place. All right, he's married to Twonky, apparently. Well, yeah, look, just do it. I don't care. I've got a water fight here. Right. Actually, I think I should join that lot together and peel them off now. We might need that fleet later. Let's keep it together. Yeah, I don't think we want to actually march all the way across the Balkans. So now, ideally, we get ourselves into some mountains in a position that tempts the HRE into doing something foolish. Discouraging another vassal from joining factions. Not one of mine, one of my lieges.
The Empire's still fresh chilling?
Oh, almost certainly. Yes. The Emperor is my son. Oddly. Oh no, we want to try to ensure that the army that we're tempting the Holy Roman Empire to attack is slightly smaller than theirs, and that they won't notice it's in the mountains. I think that usually works. Oh, but they're not heading that way. They're heading into Alexandretta, which is also mountains. So if we can get a medium-sized army there first, one that's not big enough to scare them, but is big enough to win. See if that works. And then we'll conveniently have 21,000 troops just waiting to drop on them from the neighbouring mountains. Right. So, I mean, we should be able to win that anyway, but... Right, we've got two narrow flanks on the outside. We've got some... reasonable modifiers on many of them. You can head for Alexandretta as well, though we're going to need to split people up fairly promptly after that battle. As I retired to my chambers, I was shocked to find a copy of the Quran on my bed. At first I thought someone had left it there with the intention to frame me, but then I noticed a little note. I think you will find this interesting. Please give it a chance. Well, I will read it and then decide that no, my faith is utterly solid, even though I'm not quite sure what it is.
All I can do is go on resetting my position until you know what it is.
Okay, there appears to be a British holy war for Asturias. Well, oh right, Emperor Jimeno the Lionheart has joined that on the defending side. Well, that's probably for the best. I'm busy. Might join in once my troops have some spare time on their hands. We've captured a random not very good commander. Whose liege doesn't want him back. Alright, meanwhile we appear to have won that battle, which was definitely good for our war score. Looks like...
Köln yet?
Not yet, no. Looks like we have another incoming Holy Roman Army, so let's wait and find out find out where they're going and how big they are. No, I will not become Sunni. I will gain 25 piety. Right. No, that's the fleeing army. Oh, there's a non-fleeing army decided it's not going anywhere. Right. Oh, we've built a castle town in Mosul. Excellent. Let's not build anything else there just yet. I don't think we're too well off. They're besieging Rome, the bastards. Well, let's send this army up there to dispatch that one conveniently while we're here. And then we will embark Further discouragement of factions. On a trip to some. Oh, there's a non-fleeing Holy Roman army just down there. They're coming up to join us, aren't they? So that we may not take very long to flatten them. Especially if we make sure that we have a an organizer involved. We're happy to tolerate them having a defensive advantage there. Like, winning more battles is good. There we go. Now you can head back to the coast. Okay, we've only actually got 252 ships there, so I can't embark my entire army. So let's embark the ones I can embark and keep the spare 14,000 around for other purposes. And send the ones that I can embark up to here, where we actually already have a few thousand troops. So let's land them and get them into Köln, though they might be in a bit of trouble if, well, we'll have to pay attention to what's going on over there. Oh, we have a massive recruitment drive in Mosul, slightly too late. Oh well, it'll help with the defence of Mosul at the very least. Since that army still seems to exist, we can go and deal with it. County of Asaita has apparently converted to Fraticelliism. Someone has built a trade post somewhere. We won another battle.
I'm not very surprised. The number of digits in your army size outnumbered the other one 5 to 3.
I've just found a spare army, so let's merge these. Dismiss those fleets. They're also heading north. Stick an organiser. We've only got one organiser at the moment. That's slightly inconvenient.
No, I'm getting some water.
You always stay up late, doesn't it work? people think.
I'll stay until I feel sleepy, but I don't feel burning urge to go to bed right now because I don't know where I'm going.
Make sure we've got a siege leader in Köln. Oh, they may actually have a half-decent army in Roma. Well, that's nice. I'm taking Köln first. Where is my fleet anyway? Actually, we are quite close to Roma. Maybe we should just stop off in Roma and give them a quick thrashing while they're there. Actually, I think they're only passing through Roma, so maybe we don't need to worry about that. What's the supply limit in Köln? Ooh, it's a bit low. Oh well. We can always besiege nearby things as well.
I mean, you've got 2 counties to take, haven't you?
Yes. My kinswoman Emily hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. Well, I mean, temperance is a virtue. Not sure gluttony is.
Collapsing from low blood sugar, possibly not so much.
You're trying to take Asturias, which is de jure that bit. Odd because it's not ours, is it? Why? Who are you? Oh right, yes. The defending side is Leon. We've merely joined as allies because Leon is Fraticelli. Okay, since that war actually seems to be going badly, they've got 24,000 troops there, though. I've got 23,000 on this ship, on this fleet.
Big ship.
They can't. I mean, I can't really stop them besieging there because, well, I could just about take them in the mountains. Now, I think we leave that for now. Because I think we want to get Köln first. So there is a danger my liege won't be able to organise himself adequately. Right, well, we have successfully besieged, at the very least, the bishopric of Köln. Right, this army is at a loose end. Any odds and ends of the Holy Roman Empire around? Not really, no. So yeah, I think the best we can do is march them towards somewhere where there might eventually be something useful to do. Or we could dismiss that fleet, actually, couldn't we? Don't need 230 ships there. Though that one we can't revive anywhere useful anyway. Oh, no, yeah, actually, we'll keep that we should disband this fleet, because it's a more useful one to disband. Pretty much as soon as that lot come ashore, we actually want to split them in half. Anso is turning into an arrogant little braggart. Well, let's try not to let him do that. Actually, up to there, the supply limits are reasonable. But I suppose we may as well thus... No, that wasn't really what I meant. No, wrong button. Split in half. Then one of them can go there. And the other one can go there, and that will work out all right. We have a new Grand Mayor Folkmar of Axum, who is conveniently Fraticelli. Oh, Bulgaria's turned up. Excellent. So that lot should probably have an organizer. They have got an organizer, excellent. It looks like someone's trying to attack this lot, but I think it's them and they won't actually get to do so. We're now in only having one siege leader situation. Embarrassingly, yes we are. Oh well. So that fleet is the one that we summoned in on the Mediterranean, so we could reform that one down there, I think. I'm not sure I've got that right. We'll find out. Two plus 7 is 9, plus 6 is 15. We need more than that. That'll do. Bulgarians are marching 11,000 troops through my not very high supply limit province. How inconvenient. off onto a ship so we can move them somewhere more helpful. Though, frankly, this war is going so well, I don't know that we need to.
So what's going badly is that the Legion War.
Yes. It's actually a war my liege has joined as an ally.
Right.
My liege has inherited a barony. That's not a very exciting fact.
What happened to Bishop Whatnot who wanted to have a duel?
I presume he did.
Rather than wanting to address this rather where it wasn't very interesting.
Yes. Someone's trying to kill one of my countesses. Someone was imprisoned and then released again. Neither of those can be ransomed. While I'm reminded of the concept of prisoners. Oops. Where do we want 18,000 troops? We really want them somewhere over here, don't we? Oh, you're standing around in plains. Well, let's bring 18,000 troops ashore over here then. And meanwhile, might finally have pushed over Berg. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of a rapid turnover of Grand Mayors. I don't think he's of any significance, though. People keep trying to fabricate claims on my titles. It doesn't tend to do them much good. Another holy war for Leon. All right, but that's against a Catholic ruler. Okay. Well, soon. Aha! Roma is now Fraticelli.
Yeah, and you can hopefully fairly soon repurpose your.
Yes.
Don't move him yet, I was going to say.
Why not?
Because you won't be able to move him for several months afterwards.
Oh, and you think I might want to move him to Köln?
Yes.
Okay. If you insist. Once this siege is done, we'll probably be pretty close to 100% war score. Sorry, I would help you over there in Jülich, but I suppose I could split off some troops to help you. There we go. All right, no, we have 100% war score. Duchess Trude of Cologne has usurped the title Duchy of Cologne from King Reinhold the Lame of Poland, and also got the County of Berg. And therefore Cologne is now part of the Empire of Outremer. So let us send that lot back to get on those ships and possibly offer to join King Bernhard's war. Okay, I can't apparently offer to join the Holy War. That's weird. Like, he's Fraticelli and the target of a holy war. Possibly because my liege is involved, I can't offer to join it. Well, I can informally help with it anyway. By just sending troops down there and fighting the British. So what became of that army that I was sending round here? It's currently still in the Mediterranean, right? Yes, so we're now in a situation where currently only have 5% control in Köln, probably because the current Prince Bishop is actually Catholic. I can't demand that he change religion, but Duchess Trude can. Though since she's secretly Catholic, maybe she won't. Well, that was someone seeking to kill my heir. I should stop that. She won't be dissuaded either. Oh well, she probably won't succeed. Oh, what are you doing there? Oh, are those ships already full? 17,000 plus 7,000 is rather more than 2,200, yes. Or even 2,300. Oh, 23,000 rather. So we can fit about another 4,000 on there, so yeah, about half of them will do nicely. The rest will have to come down on foot. Oops. So she is doing some tidying up. That fleet is now more or less fully loaded, so they can come down here as well. Prince Emanuele of Italia has died of severe stress, apparently, which was not a particularly helpful non-aggression pact anyway. Yes, we can probably afford to do some more building. No, we can't. Let's not yet. Those numbers are rather too close to the amount of money I've got. Right, where are they? Is that plains? Hills? Yeah, we can take them in hills. Actually, you guys might be better off heading for the coast. Oh well. You'll get there eventually. Ah! Queen Urraca has given up the ghost at the age of 63. She died of severe stress. Urraca was known for her sharp and brilliant mind, always looking for new problems to solve and new opportunities to exploit. King Albrecht, a renowned man, dignitaries from far and wide will surely bow before him. Long live King Albrecht. There are no pretenders. So be it. Albrecht di Spoleto has gained some armour and various other objects. He did not inherit the claim on a couple of county claims that Queen Urraca had. That is not a good choice of wife, sir. She has 2 diplomacy, which is not acceptable. We're currently trying to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Antioch. We'll stop doing that. You currently want to become Marshal. Well, that's actually a vaguely plausible thing. Okay, we're going to need to find a new spy master. To send our court chaplain to proselytise in Köln. And invite a plausible spy master. We've got some terrible commanders. Let's relieve a bunch of those.
Are all the white counties? No, most of those white counties are the Holy Roman Empire.
Yes, the white ones are the whitish ones like this are the Holy Roman Empire. The slightly greyer ones are Outremer, which is the realm of which I am part. I did play as the Holy Roman Empire for a bit in this game. That's all the terrible commanders relieved. And we have one obvious candidate. who was Queen Urraca's husband. We could afford to divorce Queen Aldonza, which might be a plan, because she does have terrible diplomacy, and that's not really good for us. Should also appoint a master of the horse and a cupbearer. I do have all of those objects equipped. Good. I should work out who our successor is. At present, my daughter Carlotta. Well, let's actually not vote for initially and just see how the votes come out. See if there's any obvious candidate that everyone else chooses. I have recently inherited the Crusader armour, a piece of armour from Queen Urraca. I'm not sure it's in wearable condition anymore, the quartermaster informs me as I trace the pattern on it with one hand. Oh, it's definitely worth keeping though. I'll pay 183 gold to maintain it. Right, here is our new spy master called Agathon. He has a good hat. Let's make sure that army has some decent commanders because it's about to get into a fight. Princess Eisentrude of Algeciras is currently my heir.
What happened to the previous one? You had an heir, haven't you?
Hmm?
What happened to the previous one? You were assigned a new heir when...
Yes, that I was assigned my firstborn child or something as the default fallback heir because no one has yet voted for anyone else.
It doesn't mean that they're actually a good heir, person who wants to be their heir, etc.
Now people have started voting, and so we will get some other answers. My hope is that in a little while, once all of my vassals in each of my kingdom level titles has voted, I will thus have some idea of who they think are good successors, and thus who I should vote for in order to get all of them to have the same successor. As in all of the kingdom titles to have the same successor. Right. That was a fairly effective battle. Also captured the Duke of Wessex and the Mayor of Penrith.
John Jarrett, actually.
Yes. Duke Redwald of Wessex. So our major problem is that the Emperor of Britannia controls Asturias. So possibly I want to stomp in there and see if I can besiege it. I might not be allowed to. But we'll see. I mean, I did just win a battle, but that was no good for war score because I'm not officially a participant in this war. Would I like to be a commander? I would prefer to be a marshal, but I'll take commander for now. Oh, I should fix my domain limit problems, shouldn't I? Possibly I should fix my domain limit problems by firing my wife.
Why is your wife a problem in this instance?
Well, I mean, actually, she's mostly a diplomacy problem, but I think domain limits based on state.
Some of it is
Oh, is it only based on rulership, stewardship? Okay.
some of the stewardship is definitely an important modifier, but
Yes, but maybe it's not actually my state stewardship. Maybe it's my personal stewardship, in which case I just don't have very much, and I have too much stuff in my domain. I don't think I probably should have Alexandretta, for instance. So how have enough people voted yet? We only have one other elector, who is my wife, who has voted for Princess Eisentrude in Al Jazeera. We have 3 electors who have chosen 3 different people in Syria: Vela, Carlotta and Kunigunda. And in Jerusalem we have 3 electors, 2 of whom have voted for Carlotta and 1 of whom has voted for Duke Alvar. So Carlotta seems to be popular. She has an awful lot of diplomacy and very little martial. Okay, well, she's a reasonable candidate. I think, so Jerusalem is going to be the problem, because though I might be able to persuade them to vote for my candidate simply because they'll like me. Are there any other obviously good candidates? People who make me go, oh, that would be a good person to have as ruler. No, okay, Carlotta's as good as it gets, I think. Right, we're voting for Carlotta in all categories. There we are. Who is, I think, actually the one we had initially. She's being Albrecht's firstborn daughter. And he only has daughters. So how about we grant her some of our spurious counties to get them out of the way. She could have Alexandretta and Azarka, and that would take us down to a sensible level. She's married to someone else with high diplomacy and no martial. Well, you'll be divorcing him when you inherit the kingdom, probably. But on the other hand, well, let's tick the restrict marriage button anyway. Right, let's grant her the county of Alexandretta. And the county of Azarka. Dear, I've just accidentally lost one of my commanders, haven't I? Turn on that button just in case it does anything. Right. Appears to have made her hair go straighter. I've lost my court chaplain. Oh, because the person I had as my court chaplain is no longer my direct vassal. Okay, well, let's have Bishop Wolfram of Damascus then. There's one remaining non-Fraticelli. Oh, he was meant to be in Köln. Oh, well, too late now. I have to sleep in the mud. Right, Countess Carlotta of Alexandretta is now my heir, but Syria hasn't organised itself right. What? Oh, there's now 2 votes for Countess Kunigunda. No, 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 no. Oh, don't worry, one of them's going to change their vote. Possibly 2 of them. Right, yes, I am successfully in a position to besiege things. Here it looks like. Excellent. Let's make sure I've got a siege leader, if I have any siege leaders anymore. Yes. Don't think we're going to need those ships again because most of this war is going to be happening down here. Not, of course, that it's my war, technically. My prisoner, Duke Radwold, is complaining about his dungeons. Well, I mean, to be fair, I probably want to ransom him anyway. He's a duke after all. He does have quite high martial. Maybe we'll save him for a moment. Yeah, raiders have just turned up in Navarra while my army's on the other side of Spain.
It's a law, isn't it?
Hope I have some good commanders in that one. Oh, I seem not to have bothered to equip that army with commanders. Well, we'll see how they do without then.
What are they not to be fighting for?
Oh dear, they lost. They were getting into a fight with the British in this holy war that I'm not officially part of. Oh yes, I should sort out, like, teaching some of my children, shouldn't I? Pause. Everything's happening. I am, however, fixing the war score quite effectively. Would I like to be Marshal? Yes. Right, children who need teaching. Either of them. She's actually my daughter, so yes, she's important. Am I a reasonable person to be teaching my daughter? Usually, yes. Yes, I will do nicely. Also Emily, whom I may as well take on as well. But I don't have anyone else. Maybe I do have someone else. Oh yes, I've already got another ward. Well, in that case, we'll find someone else for Emily. No, wrong one. Brunhilde looks all right. Right, fulfilled ambition to become Marshal, which I think gained me 1 point of Marshal. Well, let's have the ambition to have a son. I might need a new wife for that. So that's the only ambition left to me.
Some of us have done that.
Third on that.
Oh, my liege is planning to swipe my third, fourth, nth daughter Adelheid. Aren't I tutoring her at the moment? Yes, I'm currently tutoring my daughter, thank you. Decline. Anyway, we need to split out one of those armies and send it somewhere more useful before it dies of everything. Even if we just leave it standing around in Bragantha a bit to recharge. Right, this war I'm not involved in now has positive war score as a result of my efforts. So that army is reinforcing very fast. $2,265 a month. So probably once we... Oh, a Catholic Bible. Well, let's read it and then decide it's a bad idea. No, I'm solidly Fraticelli. Right, so that's Leon back in Leonese hands. No. Oh, there's a mountain in the way. Okay, I'll let you off. Let's just position ourselves to actually go and stomp the British in my own territory, because they're besieging Santiago, the bastards. Actually, apparently I can besiege some of their territory. Well, we'll do that in a bit. Let's make sure that each of these has 3 reasonable commanders, just in case. I'm now going, I can't remember who I put in the other one. Right. And then just tell them both, go get them. This will probably go fine. Yeah, that looks good. Just peel one of those off and send them away again. Duchess Aldonza, my wife, seeks to see me dead. Thank you, my spy master, for uncovering this.
Can you ask her nicely not to?
I can ask her nicely not to.
You can plot to kill her in return.
Oh no, that was plot to kill, sorry. End plot. So yes, I totally can demand that she not plot to kill me. I could also imprison her because she's the leader of a plot. I can divorce her, but that's quite expensive. I only have an 8% chance of success if I try to imprison her.
And then what happens?
I think she'll flee. I don't. Oh no, but she might actually then go to war with me. Well, let's try to imprison my wife. The alliance between Duchess Aldonza and King Albrecht has broken down.
That's put a bit quietly.
Has now raised her flag in rebellion. Right. Well, I'm in another war with my own wife now. Right, we've just won another Battle of Santiago.
Well, it's probably best to have some spare for later.
None of these battles count for anything for war score. All that counts is occupation for me, that I can do. Who are you trying to kill? Chima Alphonse says, yeah, get on with it.
Look at some of the duck.
We don't appear to be losing any points for their having occupied my places. So maybe it's not worth... Oh, there's a bunch of... What? Oh no, there, yes. What am I besieging there then? I'm besieging Pontevedra, which is one of mine. But I'm not sure this actually helps. I think I need to send some troops back to deal with my wife fairly shortly.
I know, I've got to throw it up, but time keeps happening.
Oh, we apparently have Eisentrude in need of a tutor. I'll have her, she'll do. Okay, apparently I need to go and beat up the British again. We'll finish besieging their stuff first, I think. We need to get the go and get the British fairly soon, actually, because they keep bringing in more troops. Oh, but someone else is actually fighting them. That's nice. Age 27, your kinswoman Maria di Spoleto died under suspicious circumstances. We have now fully occupied Lugo. What's the supply limit there? That's enough. Ooh, pause. But we can send that lot in there to finish off that siege, and then send them all round to hit the British army. And then we probably have to go back to Arabia. All being well at that point. We may need to organise some ships, so let's start getting some ships together now, because we do need about 250 ships here. That's 150, 170. Not quite another 100 there, so I think I need slightly more if I can find them. Right, okay. Those two counties are still under my control. Part of my problem is that my wife has taken a lot of the coast with her. Damn it, they've recaptured something. Peasants have revolted in Santiago, the idiots. Oh look, there was an army of 24,000 there. Well, there was 25,000 when they started. They did manage to kill a few, but... back to the siege of Verin. Come on, hurry, 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 hurry. That siege done. And I can go back and hit the British army, and then I can besiege back to the place they've got again. And then I can ship all my people home, because I'll probably have enough fleets here by then. Right, 12 more days. Right. Let's do it by that route, because then I'll get to reinforce a bit more on the way. And then we, no, actually, we do want to just stay in there, don't we? Because we need to besiege back. Well, we need to split our army, besiege some of it back. Because we'll run out of supply limit otherwise. Oops, we had a battle over there. Oh, I had a bunch of troops that I hadn't done anything useful with. Stoats. Because they were walking down to the coast like several years ago. Several years and a different king ago. Well, queen ago. Okay, for some reason the Holy Roman Empire is occupying some of my territory. He's not worth keeping. Supply limit 20,000. Okay, we've actually got more than enough ships here. Let's quickly re-besiege that. Actually, I can't really do much about that battle. embark that lot and send them home at least. We are going to need slightly more troops than that, though. That's another 3,000 who will be slightly useful, who I will dismiss for now, but we'll re-raise them when we're in a position to do so. I probably don't need that many here. I think I should leave some troops just guarding Leon. Possibly I could reasonably split that lot in half again. Leave about 6,500 troops guarding Leon. And a few more, and take a few more with me. So the various diagonal lines indicate that, Claire has asked about on on IRC, indicate that some of a county is occupied by someone other than the owner of the relevant holding. So for instance, this county has solid white with red lines, which indicates that Outremer, whose shield is white with some red, is occupying all of the holdings in that county. Actually, I think it strictly indicates that all of the holdings in that county are occupied, and some of them are occupied by Outremer. This one has dashed lines, which means that some of the holdings in that county are occupied by Outremer, namely the barony of Verin, which is actually the only part of that county not owned by Outremer in the first place. This one has dashed yellow and black lines because it's occupied by the Holy Roman Empire for reasons I have no idea of. I have no idea who's at war with the Holy Roman Empire, but apparently someone is.
It's Tuesday, you know, it happens.
And then there's some green and red lines there because that's occupied by the Kingdom of Lusitania. I don't know. So yes, it indicates that the progress of the war has caused some things here to be, or a war has caused some things here to be occupied by someone other than their normal owner. Right, I think that lot cannot get on that ship because there aren't enough ships here. What? But I've just split the fleet in half, and now you've gone and not split it in half properly. So I can't actually send that army home without landing the fleet. Oh, mess. Well, we'll see how it goes anyway. In that case, you lot can go up there and fight the British again. Simply because I haven't got enough boats to put you on. Oh, and there's 3,000 troops over here. Come and join in. I think actually I should hurl some money at some mercenaries at this point, because I've got 1,000 money and all my troops are in the wrong place. Sorry, I'm just looking at the numbers. Sorry, yes, I didn't say anything.
I'm making small rattling.
I'm pondering which of these mercenary companies will best serve my purposes. Because I probably don't need them for very long. I mostly need them for, well, ideally long enough for me to ship more of my armies home. So possibly I go for one with a cheap upfront cost and a high running cost. Or possibly I just like these. But those the Rust company actually look pretty decent. I mean, they're quite expensive, but their monthly cost isn't that much. Sort by total strength in the sensible order. It's not very helpful. I think that's sorting by nominal total strength or something. Anyway, I think the Great Company are a bit outside of my budget. I think the Rust Company are probably quite reasonable though. Right, so we'll leave that, let them sit there for a moment. Because once they've charged up, they will probably be tough enough to take on the people currently besieging Mosul. So, where's my fleet? It's there at the moment. Oh, what's all these messages about? Dissolving non-aggression pacts. Our holding in Mosul is under siege. You've imprisoned my daughter Eisentrude. Stop it. You've imprisoned your daughter Eisentrude as well, to be fair. I'm not sure who that counts against in War Score. Right, mostly I need to get some of your own holdings back. Right, well, my other armies are going to come and do that in a moment. Don't worry.
I need to go.
I suppose I could just call my... no, I haven't got any allies because it was my predecessor who had the allies. What's the terrain in Mosul? Mosul's desert, so we need to charge that lot up a bit more. We'll send them in very shortly. Go, go, go. Right, so we're doing all right at defending that holy war. We'll keep doing that, though I think we want to ship some of those home as soon as we've got the ships available. Right, the ships are here. Let's send them back to Spain then. Actually, let's see which ones of them... Pause. We could... I want to know precisely... I don't just want of... We want to know which ones belong out here. Oh, I don't know. We'll just send them actually ship them out there then. If we can't easily work out which ones would rematerialise out west. You lot all go all the way around there. You lot are looking pretty chirpy. you lot should head over to join them. With the idea that then we'll start besieging things out here, because that's probably convenient anyway. Captured a random mare. Was hoping to capture my wife, but she's got away. Emily Emanueles is of legal age. That's nice. Right, I think she's trying to get this lot to to deal with my guys in Mosul, so I should make sure I have an organizer pushing that army forward. Go down and beat the British up down there again. Leave that 6,500 in that place whose name I've temporarily forgotten. Meanwhile, let's try to pay attention to what's going on over here, because this is the important bit. Actually, we shouldn't be besieging Mosul itself, should we? We should be besieging her territory for preference. Okay, it looks like we're going to end up in a battle there. So let's get everyone into that battle, because I think that's what we want to do. Seems to be going all right. Meanwhile, we're in a very one-sided battle over there. So, move all of that lot to there. I think actually via Nisibin. No, let's move half of them there via Nisibin. The half that has the that's the Rust Company. They should go via Nisibin. Those guys should go via Mosul. in order to avoid overloading Nisibin's resources. Okay, they're actually abandoning Nisibin. Well, that's fine. We mostly want to occupy Beira, which has just about adequate supply limit. Getting close to the point where I can dismiss the mercenaries, which is good because I can't afford them for much longer. Alright, we've got some decent ships here now, so let us get some of my troops here onto them so that we can ship them back and thus be much more comfortable dismissing the mercenaries. This lot here are just standing here making sure that no one else gets involved until someone can actually win that war, which I'm not in a position to do. Well, I mean, I might be able to, but I have other things to do. Right, that lot on the ship. Back to Beirut, please. Pretty useful siege leader, thank you. Right. What have I got? 21 messages. They were all people being released from my dungeon, apparently. Oh no, that was the wrong button. I accidentally dismissed them all without reading them. Oh well, I'm sure they weren't that important. Let's ransom Radwald because I'd like the money. Oh, there's 1,500 spare troops. Come here. Don't know what you're doing down there, but I think you would be much more useful up here. Maybe not actually here because that will exceed the supply limit, but we'll see. Okay, in that case, actually go to Beirut. Meet the incoming fleet. Oh, someone's trying to get a claim, that's nice. Right. We now have slightly more money. Actually, if we're going to dismiss the mercenaries, maybe we send this army up here and then dismiss the mercenaries when the money runs out. Right, plus 1% war score, that's much better. Famous Herald has arrived. Very much doubt he's of any use. Plus I have very little money. On the other hand, I do appear to be lacking a Chancellor. Or even a halfway decent candidate for Chancellor, because Gerlach von Schleswig has died a natural death at the age of 56. let's invite the Henry Chancellor of Saumur to my court then. I think we actually have the number of armies I think I should have now. That's nice. Oh, does that mean that message wasn't there briefly? Why do you all love Kunigunda so much? Oh, she has a claim on the title, does she? Do I have any good reason to imprison her? No. What? But I just sent you a gift. Apparently that gift was almost completely ineffectual. Possibly because you're so charitable or something. Well, I mean, I'll appoint you as my Chancellor, but I would quite like to get you to like me enough that you'll actually convert to Fraticelliism. Right, that's another 10,000 troops arrived. They can march over there, and we can release, I think, the 13,000 hired troops, which will be good for my finances. And we can dismiss that fleet. This lot are just here making Leon look scary. It's occurred to me that I should see if my new Chancellor's wife will convert. Maybe that'll be enough, don't know. Yes, because then she might persuade him to convert. We should probably actually take back Mosul now. And once we've got, what's the supply limit in Mosul? 26,000, yes, so we can fit all of them in. So I think that's our best bet for increasing our war score. Okay, is that actually over the supply limit now? Yes. Oh well. Back into Mosul then. quick and rather one-sided battle. And then we will reclaim Mosul. That will probably be good for our war score, which we're winning this war now. This is an utterly ludicrous war, the one my liege is in. It's like, okay, yes, we hold some vaguely useful people prisoner. They hold some much better people prisoner. But he controls Asturias, largely because I've got a bunch of troops there. And apparently our guys are very slowly occupying bits of Cumberland. Oh, can I now join it? What? I mean, I could now officially join this war. Except I can't. Except I can. Like, it's not one of the ones I can select, but... Okay, well, let's do that then. Then I might get some of the prestige for it. Yes. Now I'm officially involved in this war. No, I haven't got any of the prestige though, yet. Even though I'm like occupying a bunch of places. Still, should mean that any more battles actually get my... Oh, the British are about to win a battle there. Let's nip out there and make sure they don't win it for very long. Sensible terrain, isn't it? Yes. Where are they going? They're going to Zamora. Where's Zamora? That way, right. Put some good commanders in this one for today. Because we're not actually expecting any battles out here. A new Duke of Basra, which has also meant that I've lost one of my commanders. Well, let's appoint the new Duke of Basra as a commander. Can we stick an organizer in here? Yes. This time, this will actually count for for some war score. Duke Athelrad the Wise has been captured. He is not counting anything for our war score. But we can ransom him for a decent amount of gold. That army should go back to hanging around in Leon itself in order to make sure that the enemy doesn't manage to take it. What are we besieging? Oh right, these things are... Fakofa is actually held by my wife. Right, I see... So probably we might want to go to Arca, but possibly via giving that army a quick beating up. That is mountains. We might want to be there before they arrive. No, that wasn't what I meant. No. Pull one of those, stick it up there. Actually, we'll now send both in because they are now movement locked into that province, which should lead to a reasonably embarrassing outcome for the visitors. Okay, our centre flank is like falling apart rather embarrassingly. A new Count of Acre. I noticed we were attacked in Bera. We have a convenient bishop. And Duke Alberich the Unready. I think he is probably contributing quite a bit to our war score. Oh, no, he isn't. Just that battle was worth like 51% war score. Right. Well, let's try to divide this army up and reclaim Arca. They're besieging stuff down there, how inconvenient. Don't know why Leon's involved in that battle, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. Who are you trying to kill? No one who matters. So who have we got imprisoned, and can we ransom them for more money? Yes. Oh, are we short of a commander again? Yes. We got anyone good around? Yes. That won't take very long. Nothing interesting happening there. Nice. Ransoms. %. Since I came to Jerusalem, we've never had a shortage of soldiers reinforcing our troops. Sent a letter to my liege telling him so. So what I'm currently doing is, I think, training troops in Jerusalem. Still losing a lot of holy wars, it looks like. Hooray! We've defeated the British in the Holy War for Asturias. Let's just disband that army. Actually, I'm kind of wondering, do I start looking through the, no, not the main menu, the ledger for holy wars that I should be joining to defend Fraticelliism. Fesian Holy War for Seville. Defender is King Bernhard II of Leon, who is Fraticelli. I mean, since I've got a bunch of troops there helping him, how is that war going anyway? You're losing it at the moment. Well, I'll join you and make sure, and just mostly sit there and defend you. This war should be over pretty soon. The one with my wife. Not sure what I'm doing after that with her. Kill him if you want to. 91%. Right, so how are we losing that war so badly then? Cadiz is one of the big problems, right. Where are those raiders going, I wonder? Bastards are besieging Mosul again. Well, we better fix that in a bit. Or not. We have a 100% war score. Force my demands. Well, mostly I get 50 prestige and my wife actually gets imprisoned. It would be considered rude for me to execute her, yes. I do still have a non-aggression pact with her, so I can't actually revoke her titles. I don't appear to any longer have the option to divorce her. That's kind of inconvenient. Maybe that's dependent on her not being in prison. Well, let's stick her in the oubliette for now. We try to help Leon with his holy war. I should probably bring this army back to Spain. That might not go well. Let's get some really good commanders in here. And the territory is going to be plains, so we haven't got, I don't think we actually have any like flat terrain experts. I can't generally lead my own armies because I'm off doing things for my liege. Right, well that might work. We do have a river crossing penalty, so it's going to be a bit tight. Happily, they didn't bring any commanders, or at least no good ones. Oh, what a pity. My wife died at age 47 in my dungeon. I'll have to find a better one. So now Princess Carlotta is also, oh no, she's still not, she's not a duchess. Who inherited Jazeera then? Duchess Sibylla, apparently. Is it elective? Oh, it's elective, right. Well, anyway, I need a new wife. I could do with a wife mostly with good diplomacy. Having a quick look around to see if there's anyone that would get me a really interesting non-aggression pact and a lot of diplomacy. Now, I think we go for diplomacy primarily. Preferably someone with good diplomacy and good martial. And, ooh. Yes. I mean, either of those two, really. Think I slightly prefer this one. Mostly because she's got good traits. Anyway, how's this battle going? I mean, really, my former wife did bring it on herself by plotting to murder me. Right, and that seems to have increased my domain limit, so that, I think, is based on state stewardship. Oh, good. The electors of Jerusalem have decided that actually Carlotta is a better candidate than Kunigunda. Right, good. I was just considering that Constantia's genius, and thus might also provide me with some genius children, which will be interesting. Let's give her 15 gold and see if she'll then convert to Fraticelliism. Yes, that's better. Let's try to make Constanza humble. Right, well, that's improved the war score situation in Leon's Holy War a bit. And now we can sit down in Cadiz and try to reclaim some of that. Right, my wife is now Fraticelli. Oh, have you kidnapped one of my daughters that I wasn't aware of? Yeah, go on. I do have a lot of daughters. Why is she still imprisoned? Surely she should have got out with the end of the war. I feel that Emma would probably do better if her mother were out of prison. Quite a lot of my family seem to be in prison at the moment. Let's try to fix that. Yet another Grand Mayor of Axum. Bah, wrong religion. Duchy of Baghdad is no longer considered a de jure part of the Najidid Sultanate. Well, good. Yes, I'll ransom Eisentrude as well. And my new wife should be a pretty decent guardian, shouldn't she? Yes. Huh? We can't get Princess Bertha out though, because she has some claims that might cause trouble. Or can we? No, you're offering Brunhilde Valdemares. Why would I care about her? I mean, you only want 10 gold. But, like, can't her husband get her out? Why is she in my court anyway? No. Oh, it's 20 past midnight. I should stop in a bit, I think. Who can I imprison? Is it anyone good? Don't think so, no. Can't demand his conversion because I'm at war. War. Good night. Pink Beast. How's this bit going? Nearly done. Well, we've nearly done besieging the county capital anyway. Which is the only thing that apparently counts when we want to visit Aracana, wherever that is. No, find locations. Oh, it's that one. Okay, right, yes. You guys actually head for there. Right, so he is a vassal of the Holy Roman Empire. And he does control Algeciras. So I think we should actually send those guys. Yes. Actually, yeah, there's not enough supply limit to support everyone there, so. Let's not get the straight crossing penalty and the attacking someone in hills penalty for going over there. We'll stay where we are for now. Yes, Pinkbee says, I appreciate the gap between Ben saying I should stop and stopping may be large. Sorry, I probably can't finish this war tonight given I'm on minus 23% war score, can I? Let's get my armies into a position where it's not confusing. Oh, we're currently besieging Gibraltar. Don't think you can answer that with no, she went of her own accord. Go on, push over Gibraltar. We might be able to get to positive war score quite quickly. Princess Adelheid has been torturing rats. I'm not generally in favour of cruelty. We don't seem to have managed to make her kind, sadly. Why am I teaching Constance Allahofinger? She's not of any importance at all. Allahofinger. Find her someone else for her to be taught by. I should be teaching my daughters. of which one has just turned 6 years old. I think we should also legitimise her because I don't think it causes much harm. Oh, it'll annoy my new wife. Which is kind of silly. It might be better if I'd done this previously. Well, let's not legitimise her then. I don't think she's very useful. So close to having positive war score. That one's going to be a slow one, though, isn't it? Yeah. Right. I think we, at this point, declare that I can make sense of what state we're in when I come back, because I'm in the middle of a war, and it's a perfectly sensible war, except I didn't start it. So I think at this point we will leave our armies in southern Spain making nuisances of themselves, and say we will come back probably on Friday and pick up there as we attempt to defend other Fraticelli rulers from holy wars, which is quite nice because I think it counts as a defensive war and it doesn't annoy my vassals. And until then, good night.